understand that if you're trying to look for the live chat, you're not going to find it for at least 10 hours after the live stream is already over. Like I said, I don't understand why that's happening, but it doesn't show up for 10 hours after. Okay, so I mean, it's up to you if you want to wait the 10 hours to watch this video or not. But anyway, so in this video, I'm going to explain to you how important this Rocket Man word is, and why Donald Trump kept using the word Rocket Man, okay, when he was describing Kim Ding Dong from North Korea. Okay, so I'm trying to wait for more people to get into the chat, but maybe you guys look. If you see people asking questions and saying, "Hey, what are you guys talking about?" and stuff like that, why don't you guys tell them to watch the video from the beginning? Because I'm not gonna sit and explain it all. You know what I mean? Because I just want to get right to the video. Okay, so let me real quick just set up the exact spot I'm going to show. So basically this video is going to be about the Rocket Man. Okay, so but before I show you the Rocket Man connections, this Morgan Freeman. I've been talking about him for a long time because I told you he plays God in everything. Okay, he plays the president, the God. He's always playing somebody prestigious and high up, because he has a special birthday. Okay, he was born on 6/1, June 1st. And hold on, let me see if I have his birth date anywhere. No, I guess I don't. Sorry about that. I'll get back to it anyway. So Morgan Freeman, his birthday is June 1st, and he was born in the year 1937. And I told you the 37 is the EL, okay, which means God. If you turn the letters 3 and 7 upside down, it turns into EL. And also because he's born on June 1st, and on the Gregorian calendar. We're on the Gregorian calendar, and on the Julian calendar, Trump's birthday, 6/14, is June 1st on the Julian calendar. Okay, I know I'm going all over the place, and he's born on June 1st is 6/1. I told you that Elvis is born in the 1st month and Trump is born in the 6th month. Everything's about the 6/1, and the 3/7 is the EL. Anyway, you know what's funny? This Nelson Mandela kind of reminds me of this dude, and you know how important Nelson Mandela is to the powers that be. I don't know, but this, like I said, this dude plays God in everything. He played in Evan Almighty. He played God. He played Bruce Almighty. He played God. He even does God on National Geographic videos. And I told you that. Before I show you that, let me let you listen. Google, when was Morgan Freeman? Darn it!
Here's information from
Google. How old is Morgan Freeman?
According to Wikipedia, Morgan Freeman was born on June 1st, 1937, in Memphis, Tennessee. He is the son of Mamie Edna, a teacher, and Morgan Porterfield Freeman, a barber, who died of cirrhosis in 1961.
I didn't ask you that.
He has 3 older siblings.
Stupid. Anyway, here, let me just put it here, man. He's 84 years old, okay? 84. What I was trying to emphasize is that he's 84, okay? And he's going to be 84 until June 1st. So there's a big possibility that something could happen to this guy, all right? And I told you the 8/4 is connected to the August 4th date, okay? Because that's Obama's birthday, the day Trump gets his head wound. And this guy, he was involved in an accident like years ago, And do you know what day this accident was? Let's see if we can find that date here. It says Morgan Freeman nearly died on his way to shoot a special about God. You see that? I don't know if that was the same time, but this happened in 2008. I don't think that that was the one. That was a different time. On August 4th, 2008, Morgan Freeman was involved in a, oh, here it is. Morgan Freeman seriously hurt in a car accident. You see that? And that's the year that Obama, that's the year Obama was elected president. Okay? August 4th, 2008. That's also the year Elvis turned 73 years old, which is the EL number. And I told you that Morgan Freeman's born in the EL year, the 37th year. Anyway, August 4th is Obama's birthday, the 216th day of the year. And he almost died on that day, Morgan Freeman. Okay? And look, folks, I haven't done this video. I did all this, like all these pictures you're seeing. I took this years ago, so I don't even know what I said now. You know what I mean? I'm confused. Back then, I don't remember even what I was saying. So look at this. Relative Morgan Freeman is stabbed to death in Manhattan. And look at this. It's in Washington Heights. You got the Washington connection. It was his granddaughter. And look at the date. First of all, she was 33. And look at that. It looks like Elvis. I mean, it starts with a big E right there. Anyway, August 16th. Look at that. You know why August 16th? Because that's the day Elvis died. August 16th was the day Elvis died. Anyway, so look, all I'm saying is that he's been involved in some weird stuff. Anyway, the fact that I was just showing you Morgan Freeman because he almost died on August 4th, which is the 216th day of the year, and now he's 84 years old. This is just other stuff that I don't pay attention to this stuff. I don't even know what I'm showing here. Hold on. I told you there's a live stream. I haven't did one of these kind of videos in so long. And like I said, all these pictures you're seeing is from a long time ago. So I don't even know why I took these pictures. You know. Oh, sorry. I might have to restart this whole stupid video again because I'm completely lost. Hold on. Man, I don't know why I'm doing these kind of videos because I'm just being lazy and I don't want to have to redo all these images and everything again. Let me yeah, let me just hold on. Like I said, I don't know what I'm doing here. Hold on. I'm going to get to the ROCKETMAN stuff in a moment. And I told you Elvis is the only one that has 2 stars on the Walk of Fame. He's the one with the black star. I did a whole video about it. Go and watch it. Anyway, I told you that David Bowie is connected to Elvis. And he did a song called Lazarus. His last big hit was Lazarus. And the album was called Black Star. I did a whole video about this, so go and watch it. And he's born on Elvis's birthday, and he died in 2016, 2 days after his birthday. And 2016 is 216 number, which is August 4th, 8/4, 216th day of the year. Anyway, he's born on Elvis's birthday, and the album came out on Elvis's birthday. And he wrote a song called Resurrection on 84th Street. Look at this. It's the 8/4 again. I mean, can you imagine? Like, what is the chance that David Bowie's going to have a song called Resurrection on 84th Street? You know, like I said, Elvis had a black star. Elvis had a song called Flaming Star, which was named, which was which was originally named Black Star. The movie also. Uh, oh, this is where I live. You see, I live in Glendale, California, and I live like a few blocks from right here. Obama Highway starts exactly where I'm at. Can you believe this? I can literally walk to this sign. Look, it's called the Jewel City, my Glendale, where I live. I live in the Jew City. That's right. Anyway, what is this? Hold on, where's that sign? Oh, there it is. See, there's that sign. That's like literally like 2 blocks from where I'm at. You know, you remember the other day where I was walking around? Like it was literally half a block from where I was walking around when I was doing the live stream. Anyway, this was Obama's address when he was living in Pasadena, which is basically the next city over from Glendale. And I want you to remember this number, but think of it this way: 325. The 325. Pretend it's the 325 date, because you know in London they say the date first, the 25 of March. So think of it as a 325, because I'm going to bring it up later. And look, it's Glen Arm. Glen. It's got the Glen in it. And look at the zip code, will you? 911066011. It's got the 611 and the 911. Can you believe this? Where Obama used to live when he was living near me. He went to school out here, I think. Literally right up the street from me. This devil. And he's born in 1961, you see? And Vernon Presley was born in 1916. I told you everything is about the 1 6 1 9. I mean the 1 and 6 and 1 9. When it comes to, I mean, there's a lot of important things, but that one's one of the important ones. Anyway, August 4th is when Obama was born. And I told you that's the 216th day of the year. Check this out. On The Sopranos, the episode was called The Second Coming. Look at this. The Second Coming. Come on, you stupid phone. It won't focus. And in that episode, it was an Elvis song. In that song, he's always singing, "I'm caught in a trap and I can't walk out." It's called Suspicious Minds, the song. Anyway, it was the 84th episode, The Second Coming. 84, you see? And Elvis on Sirius XM, S&M, Sirius S&M, when he used to be on Channel 19, Elvis. But they moved his channel. And the channel that took over, it was the originally some reggae channel was number 45, I think, which was, you know, Trump's number. And they took over the 19 channel now. So Elvis doesn't have this channel anymore. I think he has a 75 channel, if I'm not mistaken. I should ask Google. Hey, Google, what is Elvis's channel on XM radio?
Channel 75.
Look at that.
According to Elvis the Music, Sirius XM's Elvis Radio, Channel 75,
You
has
see?
created and produced.
And Trump is born. I mean, Trump is 75 years old now. You see? Anyway, he used to have Channel 19, and I told you the letter S is the 19th letter of the alphabet, like Superman, like Seattle, like Serpent, like Snake. And then I played this for you a bunch of times. Listen.
Obviously knew it had to be a lie. Did he claim he's friends with Elvis? Because for one, the king's still alive and I'm the only one who knows where. So. Obviously knew it had to be a lie. Did he claim he's friends with Elvis? Because for one, the king's still alive and I'm the only one who knows where. So you're telling me that my dickhead twin
Hold on. You know, that's from the show Lucifer. So Lucifer is saying he knows where Elvis is. You see that? That was the show Lucifer. Anyway, what is this? Thomas Edison. Thomas Edison! He's got the son in his name, and Thomas means twin. And he died at 84. I think, yeah, he was 84 years old. Why do I have him here? I don't know why I have him here. I can't remember why. I think it's because he had the orange. Because I something to do with the orange. Because I lived on Orange Street. That's why I probably had him up there. I don't know. And then of course, like I said, this is years ago that I was showing this. So I don't even know why I'm showing the things I'm showing. So the 216th day of the year is Obama's birthday. Backwards, it's 612. Shut up. Stupid. Anyway, the 216th day of the year is Obama's birthday, August 4th. 612, 612, 612 is George Bush Sr.'s birthday, 612. The 261, I'm not sure what that is. I mean, what the connection is. But the 120, I mean, the January 26, 126, you could look at. Yeah, Kobe died that day. Van Halen's birthday was that day. And he died the same year Kobe died. 621 is... Someone's messing with me. 621 is... Who's 621? Oh, it's Prince William. And the 162nd day of the year is June 11th. See, I'm just showing you how the numbers are connected to certain dates, you know. Anyway, like I said, I don't even know why I'm showing you all this. Oh, Prince William was baptized on August 4th. Look at that. I told you everything is important. Meghan Markle, she's born on August 4th. That's the only reason Prince Fairy picked her. Nobody would pick this creature. You know? Prince Fairy picked her because of the birthday, August 4th. And George Washington became a Master Mason on August 4th. And now we're going to start with the Rocket Man. But hold on, my fingers are about to fall off. Let me just look at you guys' comment. Hold on, folks. I'm having serious issues with my net. Let's see what you guys are saying. Yeah, all right. So we'll just get back into it. Okay, now remember that date. Remember I was telling you where Obama's house was located at 253. Okay, I mean, it was, 253. So if you see it backwards, the date, I mean, instead of a number, look at it as a date. The 25th of the 3rd. You piece of... Hold on. How do I don't understand it. Nothing's been happening like this now all of a sudden. It's got to be some person who hates me that's doing that. You know, they're going to burn in hell, so if it's somebody doing it on purpose. Where was I? Oh, okay. So remember, pretend that number is a date, the 25th of March, 325. Okay? Now watch why it's important. Google, was March 25th the original New Year?
Here's a summary from Mass.gov. January 1st was the date of the new year in the Julian calendar, but after the fall of the Roman Empire, the date gradually changed in various parts of Europe to March 25th.
To conform with the Christian festival of the Annunciation. You know what the Annunciation is? It was when the angel Gabriel came to Mary and told her that she was having, Jesus was in her womb. You know what I'm saying? Immaculate birth. And And that was the March 25th was the first day of the year. And why am I saying that? What's important about that? Because listen to what March 25th is now. Remember, that's 325, 25-3, right? And look, and that's the reason you piece of dog poop, you. Listen, from March 25th to 12/25 is 9 months. Christmas Day. That's why they chose Christmas Day for Jesus's birth, okay? Based on that, okay? And yeah, so it's basically 9 months, and you could either say 9 months or 9 months 2 weeks would be close to January 6th when the Armenians celebrate Christmas, or January 8th when Elvis was born. I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying that, it's around that time. But that's what they're saying. I don't know. Nobody knows when Jesus was born. But anyway, so March 25th was the actual New Year at some point. Okay, until they changed it. And so 325, March 25th. What number day of the year is March 25th?
84th.
It's the
According to
84th
Win
day of the
calendar,
year.
March 25th, 2021 was 84th day of the year.
So March 25th now is the 84th day of the year. So, like I said, there's some serious shenanigans going on. You know what I mean? Yeah, I know that March is was the first month originally. Yeah, I know. Anyway, like I said, I don't know what's what. All I know is I'm just trying to show you what. Anyway, I don't know what's going on, folks. For a bunch of times, see, this time I forgot to put the mute on again. What was I gonna do? Oh, so yeah. So remember, it's March 25th was what's important, and remember, I told you Obama lived at that address 253, and I told you listen to this, the two taxis that I drove, because one of the taxis I only drove for like a week, not a week, like a couple weeks at the most. I was doing, like I said, everything I did a favor for this dude who lived on Kings Road. And I told you the King is connected to Elvis, and Seattle is in King County. The guy who owned my taxi, when I first started driving for him, because I owed him a lot of money, so I had to drive because he was in the Russian mafia. This dude, anyway. So when I was driving taxi number 216. For the whole time that I was driving the number 216, and that's I told you, the 216th day of the year is August 4th, Obama's birthday. 6 times 6 times 6 is 216. Anyway, but then he asked me to drive, this other taxi that he owned, and it was number 253. And that's just a number I just showed you where Obama lived when he was in Pasadena, right next to my apartment. And the 253 is the 25-3, right? 325, 25, 3. 325 is the 84th day of the year, right? And remember that, because now I'm going to show you the ROCKETMAN connections. Let's get started. Hold on. Okay, so this guy was kind of like the original ROCKETMAN, because he had that song called ROCKETMAN. And, he loves the man and the rocket. You know that, right? Anyway, so Trump's middle name is John. Washington, you have the T-O-N, and you have the E-L for Elvis. Elton. Obviously, this person hates me. But it's all right. They're going to burn in hell. Anyway, so Elton John, and look at this demon coming out of his chest right here. It looks like there's like a face coming out. Look, it looks like it's got horns. You see that? the horns right here, the black part, and the beard. It's like a devil coming out of his chest, man. This freak. Anyway, so Elton John was kind of like the first Rocket Man. And um and even Elton John talked about Elvis. And look, it says Elton John said the following: when I saw him in Washington, he saw Elvis in Washington and he was feeling sorry for him because he looked pathetic, he said. Anyway, so my point is that he saw him in Washington. Again, the Washington connection. And when is this creepy dude born? March 25th, the 84th day of the year. Okay? You see? 84th day of the year. March 25th, the 8-4 connection. And yeah, 84th day of the year. Obama's birthday, which is 8-4, 216th day of the year. Oh, and you know Elvis, he was known as the king of rock and roll, right? And this person's name is Aretha Franklin. She was known as the queen of soul. So Elvis was the king, she was the queen. And yeah, Elvis was the king, she was the queen of soul. Elvis died on August 16th. She died on August 16th. So the queen dies on August 16th, and Elvis is the king. He died on August 16th. You see how ridiculous? And watch this. And remember, I told you that Elton John was born on March 25th, right? She's born on March 25th, the 8-4, you see? And look where she was born, Memphis, Tennessee. That's where Elvis was born. I mean, that's where Elvis died, in Memphis, Tennessee. So she was born where Elvis died. Anyway, she died on August 16th, which was Elvis's death date, August 16th. And she's born on March 25th. And look, Elvis died at the age of 42, and she was born in the 42. I forgot what I was going to say now. I know there was one other thing I can't remember. Yeah. And you know that Obama's other name is Barry Soetoro, right? You know that Obama's other name is Barry Soetoro? And they had a show on HBO. Listen, they had a show on HBO called Barry, but it had nothing to do with Obama. But as far as I know, because I never actually saw an episode of it. But so Obama's other name is Barry, right? And look, HBO, the release date of this show called Barry was March 25th. You see that? You see? 325. Everything's and it's the 84th day of the year. You understand? And Obama's birthday is 8-4. Do you get it? Listen, I had a bunch of stuff. Now I can't remember everything. But look, there was this flat earther. And by the way, I believe that the earth is flat. Okay. And I believe that we do not live on a spinning ball hurtling through an endless space. That's a bunch of nonsense. Anyway, so this flat earther, and look, notice, they call him a daredevil. Okay, it's got the word devil in it. Okay, and they call him Mad Mike Hughes, whatever. They were calling him Rocket Man, okay? Which was the most ridiculous. Listen to me. This whole thing was rigged for him to, for this event to happen. I'm gonna tell you why, okay? They even did a documentary called Rocket Man about this guy, I think. And the reason I'm saying this whole thing was set up for him to go up into the air and all that. You could take a hot air balloon or a balloon and do the same thing. Go as high as this guy was going in his stupid rockets that he was taking up to. It's ridiculous. Anyway, he was born on February 9th. And February 9th, I believe, is JFK's birthday. Not JFK's birthday, but the backwards of 11/22, the day JFK died. I think February 9th is the backwards date. Anyway, they were, like I said, they were calling him Rocket Man. And look, oh, that's what it was. No, sorry, it wasn't. No, sorry, it wasn't the backwards of JFK's. This is why I had it. So the 40th day of the year. Listen, February 9th is the 40th day of the year, and it leaves 325 days in the year. So there's your 325 again. So the 325. That's the reason I was showing the birth date of that Rocket Man. But look at his death date. That's what's important, okay? And remember, it's a rocket, okay? They were calling him Rocket Man. He died on 2/2/2/2/2. You see? February 22nd, 2020, he died. And why is that important? Okay, remember, they're calling him Rocket Man. And he died in a rocket. Because, see, Washington is born, they celebrate his birthday on 2/22. Okay, everything is connected to this. And then they called this pitcher Rocket Man, and he was involved in a scandal. This guy was one of the best pitchers, supposedly. And they wrote a book of this guy called The Rocket That Fell to Earth. Look at that, look who wrote it. A guy named Man. And the word pearl equals devil. Devil Man. Anyway, the rocket that fell to Earth. And why am I showing you this guy who they call Rocket Man? See, they call him the Rocket. Okay, because he's the Rocket Man. Look, he's born on August 4th. You see? You think that's a coincidence? He's born on August 4th. Again, the 8/4. And they call him Rocket. And look where he's born. Look at this. Dayton, Ohio. Ohio is where I'm telling you Trump gets his head wound on August 4th. And look, he's born the same year that the Space Needle was erected. That was finished in 1962. And by the way, Dayton equals the word Yeshua. And then you have this unbelievable weirdo, David Bowie. He sang a song called Rocket Man. And they even wrote a book about him, the man who fell to earth. They even made a movie, I think. I'm not sure. Is this a book or a movie? I don't know what the hell. I think it's a movie about this dude. David Bowie. And the guy who wrote it, his name, I'll get to his name in a minute. Look at the name. It's almost the word Elvis. Actually, if you take the L from over here and put it over here, it's Elvis, and then you get the word water. It's one extra T, so it would be WATTER, and then Elvis. And Elvis equals the word water. Elvis and water is the exact same thing. Burn in hell. Anyway, so why is this important? Okay, first of all, he died on January 10th, 2016. The 216th day of the year is August 4th, I told you. And that's the same year that Obama handed over the presidency to Donald Trump. Trump won the presidency in 2016. You see how they changed? They passed the buck to Trump in the 216 year. Are you kidding me? Okay, anyway, so January 8th is what's important because Elvis is born on January 8th, see? So Rocket Man is you understand? First of all, look, you have Stephen Hawking. You got the king. Elvis was known as the king. I'll get to this ding-dong later. David Bowie, born on his same day as Elvis, just like Stephen Hawking. R. Kelly, that's why he was always in the news for the last 5 years. I don't know who this weirdo is, but he's got the Noah in his name. Noah. Oh, and it's got the Cyrus too. Weren't they calling Trump Cyrus or something? Anyway, Noah is having to do with, what I told you, because they told Noah to build an ark, in Genesis 6:14. And that whole movie, Evan Almighty, had to do with the number 614, which is Trump's birthday. But anyway, now let me show you. Remember, all these people were born on his birthday. Let's get to this dude right here. So Donald Trump was calling this weirdo Rocket Man, okay? This North Korean dictator. They were calling Kim Ding Dong Rocket Man, Trump. He said that 1,000 times during his presidency. Rocket Man, Rocket Man. Anyway, he's born on Elvis's birthday. Look, he's born in the year 84, 84 again. Not only does he have Elvis's birthday, but he's got the 84 connection. And Kim Ding Dong number 2, his father. See, the other one was Kim Ding Dong, and this one's Kim Ding Dong number 2. He's born on 2/16. You see? And I told you, Elvis had a twin that died at birth, so, and they were born on January 8th, right? So if you put 1818, that's 2/16. You understand? If you have two people born on that day, you have 1818, that's 2/16. And Kim Ding Dong's father is born on 2/16. Like I said, folks, these are not coincidences, all right? And the 216th day of the year is August 4th, the day Trump gets his head wound on Obama's birthday. And Elvis Aaron Presley, his full name equals 216, you see? And Elvis met with Nixon, and he was born one day after Elvis. And the reason I'm showing you him, okay, first of all, Nixon was the 37th president, and 37 is the EL number, I told you. And he was involved in the scandal called Watergate, this Dick Nixon. And Watergate, this is what it equals. It equals the exact same as the word Elvis Gate, because water equals Elvis, I told you. And also, it equals Rocket Man. And I told you that Ohio is the Buckeye state, and I told you that's where Trump's going to get his head wound. And Milwaukee Bucks won the championship last year in basketball, and Milwaukee equals the word Rocket Man also. There's a bunch of things that equal it, but I wasn't prepared to show it. Like I said, I don't even know what's coming up next. I don't know why I'm showing you this. Because Elvis was the Phoenix. I told you he would wear the Phoenix in concerts. Why am I showing this? Oh, look at this. Here's a daredevil. His name was Evil Knievel. And evil sounds like the word Elvis, but he doesn't spell it like Elvis. But there was some other connections about him. Look, Elvis is on a magazine called The Rocket. What the hell? I don't even know what this is. Never heard of it. All right, folks. I think that's it. I think that's it, folks. Oh man, my hand's gonna fall off, man. Look, like I said, I did this live because I was just being lazy, and I don't want to. Cause see, when I don't do things live, I it's like I have to have it perfect, or I won't do the video. Like I'll restart it every time. But because it's live, I just keep going. I don't care if I mess up, If I answer the phone, it's going to cut off the live stream. You won't even hear me talk to the person. And every time I answer one of these private calls, they don't even answer. They won't say who they are. They don't even say hello. I've answered it many times. It's just some heathen trying to mess up my live stream. And the thing is, it doesn't bother me, not one bit. I just feel bad for you guys because I know it bothers you. Anyway, what else? I think that's it, folks. I mean, I could show you other stuff, but I just want to keep the video under an hour. Yeah, I played that song many times. You need to go watch that. Elvis is everywhere, You know what? Let's end the video with that. I'm not going to play it. I'm just going to read the words with you guys. Yeah, listen, like I said, if the person who's calling me all the time, I mean, it's just weird that they pick the time when I'm doing my live stream. So obviously it could be definitely not be a coincidence, but what I'm saying is it's a definite heathen, that's for sure. If they're doing it on purpose. And they're gonna burn in hell, so it doesn't matter. If they're doing it on purpose, I don't know. Let's look at the lyrics. Elvis is Everywhere by Mojo Nixon. All right. Hold on. I know most of you have seen when I've shown this before years ago also. And in recent times, I've shown it a few times too. Okay. So like I said, the song is called Elvis is Everywhere by Mojo Nixon. Let's read this and then I'm going to end the video. Okay, look. It says, when I look out into your eyes, hold on, let me take your comments out of the way. I can't see it. Okay. When I look out into your eyes out there, when I look out into your faces, you know what I see? I see a little bit of Elvis. And each and every one of you out there, let me tell you, well, I'm trying to do what he's doing in the song. Elvis is everywhere. Elvis is everything. Elvis is everybody. Elvis is still the king. Man, oh man. What I want you to see is that the big E's inside of you and me. Yeah, Elvis is everywhere, man. He's in everything. He's in everybody. Elvis is in your genes. And when they say the word genes, remember, because I told you Elvis is an anagram for Levi's. Okay? And it's also the word lives, okay, because Elvis lives. But genes could be in your, your DNA. Okay, anyway, then it says he's in your cheeseburgers, he's in your nutty buddies. Elvis is in your mom. He's in everybody. He's in the young, the old, the fat, the skinny, the white, the black, the brown, and the blue. People got, I'm sorry, the white, the black, the brown, and the blue people got Elvis in them too. Elvis is in everybody out there. Elvis is in everybody out there. Everybody's got Elvis in them. Everybody except one person. One person, the evil opposite of Elvis, the anti-Elvis. Why is this not going up? The evil opposite of Elvis, the anti-Elvis. Anti-Elvis got no Elvis in him. Let me tell you, Michael J. Fox has no Elvis in him. And you know Michael J. Fox, he was the character in the Back to the Future who was against Trump. Who was against the character who was based on Trump, Biff Tannen. Okay? So I don't know what's going on. And then it says, yeah, and Elvis is in Joan Rivers, but he's trying to get out, man. He's trying to get out. Listen up, Joni, baby. Check this out. And you know what I said about this? Because I told you this all has to do with Jonah being stuck in the belly of the whale, because Elvis is stuck in the pit of hell, and they're going to shoot him out of the pit of hell in Seattle. Okay? And rivers is water, and I told you Elvis equals water. This has to do with Jonah in the water, okay? And that's why it says, yeah, and Elvis is in Joan Rivers, but he's trying to get out. He's trying to get out. Are you understanding what I'm showing you? And in the movie Sleepless in Seattle, Tom Hanks's kid was named Jonah. And that kid who was in the condominium collapse, the only one to survive. Can you imagine the whole condominium collapsed and he just walked out without a scratch? The kid, and his name was Jonah. Okay? In that condominium collapse, and I told you the condominium. I can't even talk. Condominium was on June 24th that collapse. And June 24th is 6/11 on the Julian calendar. And 6/11 is when the Seattle event's going to happen. I told you. Okay. Anyway, Elvis is everywhere. Elvis is everything. Elvis is everybody. Elvis is still the king. Man, oh man, what I want you to see is that the big E's inside of you and me. Man, there's a lot of unexplained phenomenon out there in the world. A lot of things people say, what the heck's going on? Let me tell you. And then he starts singing, who built the pyramids? And then they go, Elvis. Who built the Stonehenge? Elvis. Yeah, man, you see guys walking down the street pushing shopping carts, and you think they're talking to Allah. They're talking to themselves. Man, no, they're talking to Elvis. Elvis. You know what's going on that Bermuda Triangle? Down the Bermuda Triangle? Elvis needs boats. Elvis needs boats. Can you believe this? You know what they're saying? He's gonna swallow up the after this catastrophic event in Seattle, he's gonna swallow up everything. I'm telling you. They're probably gonna flood Seattle, okay, after this catastrophic event. But who knows? Like I said, I'm not sure exactly what's gonna happen. I just know that it's going to happen around June 11th in Seattle. And then something about Sailing Elvis, Captain Elvis, Commodore Elvis. Look how long this song is. Like, why would you make a song this stinking long, you know? Yeah, man, you know, people from outer space, they come up to me. They don't look like Dr. Spock. They don't look like Cleons, all that Star Trek jive. They look like Elvis. Everybody in outer space looks like Elvis because Elvis is a perfect being. We are all moving in perfect peace and harmony towards Elvisness. Soon all will become Elvis. Everything everywhere will be Elvis. Why do you think they call it evolution anyway? It's really Elvis-lution. And then he starts singing Elvis is everywhere, Elvis is everything, Elvis is everybody, Elvis is still the king. And he's still not finished. Look at this. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. The time has come. Time has come to talk to that little bit of Elvis inside of you. Talk to it. Call it up. Say, Elvis, heal me. Say, save me, Elvis. Make me born again in the perfect Elvis light. That's right. You've got that Elvis inside of you, and he's talking to you. He says he wants you to sing. Everybody's got to sing like the king. Like the king. Get that leg going now. Get your lip too. No, not that Billy Idol lip either. Everybody, yeah, we're rocking now. Elvis is with us. Look at this. It never ends, a stupid song. He's with us and he's speaking to us. He says peoples. He says peoples. Everybody got to sing. I don't know what the hell that means, but anyway, that's it. I mean, it's just going on and on. That's it. All right. I didn't see any of your comments during this time. Hold on, folks. Hold on. Yeah, that's right. That's right. The beast out of the sea. Elvis is the beast out of the sea. And yes, in the Bible, there was a sea creature named Leviathan. That's right, Levi, which is almost like Levi's, which is almost like Elvis. I mean, Elvis is Levi's, but Levi is the word evil too, you know. Anyway, folks, like I said, look, I'm not exactly sure how it's going to manifest. All I know is that Elvis is going to somehow be a part of the mark of the beast, okay? Either the number of his name or his image, okay, is going to be part of the mark of the beast, and it's going to have to do with the Seattle, Washington. And I told you that Seattle, Washington, that one piece, if it was to break off, it would look like the head. So it'd be like cutting the head off, and that head looks like Elvis's head, if you've seen the video I did a while back. And that's why it'll be like a double head wound. Not only will that be a head wound, and it'll be the image of Elvis, and they'll put Seattle Strong, you know, as their motto or whatever the hell it's going to be, and it's going to be an image of Elvis. And that will end up being the mark of the beast. You'll see. And when you take that mark, you're also taking the mark of Trump, because that image kind of looks like Trump's profile, just like it's Elvis's profile. Just like it looks like Elvis's profile in that Washington, Seattle. Like I said, if you look at the map, you'll see that there's a part that looks just like Elvis's head and his hair. I told you, June 11th is when Elvis somehow manifests. I don't understand it. And you're going to see Tom Hanks, because I told you every movie Tom Hanks in is connected to Elvis somehow, right? And this Tom Hanks, and I told you that he was the first famous person to get the sickness, Tom Hanks, the first famous one. And what was he doing when he got the sickness? He was filming the Elvis movie. You understand? And that Elvis movie's coming out on 6/24, the same day the condo collapse happened last year. And I told you 6/24 is 6/11 on the Julian calendar. And the Elvis movie's coming out 6/24, which is 6/11 on the Julian calendar. And And before that movie comes out, just imagine, okay, you have two scenarios. Either Tom Hanks somehow dies, gets into some kind of not car accident, but some kind of accident, or he dies, and then the movie comes out, the Elvis movie, or you have Tom Hanks going on every show, on all the Good Morning Americas, on the NBC, ABC, whatever the hell, every show, promoting that Elvis movie. Can you imagine? Before June 11th, you're going to see Tom Hanks everywhere, because the movie's coming out at 6/24, but they'll be talking about it for a whole month before the movie comes out, if Tom Hanks is still alive by that time. And that's why I was bringing up Morgan Freeman, because I told you Morgan Freeman, he's born on June 1st, and he's 84 years old now. So if he's going to die, Morgan Freeman, it would have to be before his birthday on June 1st, because then he would turn 85. Then it would make no sense, the numbers. But I told you Morgan Freeman, I told you, plays God and everything. And I told you that 6/14, Trump's birthday, on the Julian calendar is 6/1. That's when Morgan Freeman's born. But here's the real reason why Morgan is so important. Does the name Morgan mean sea dweller?
According to Think Baby Names, it is of Welsh and Old English origin, and the meaning of Morgan is circling sea or great brightness, bright or white sea dweller. The given meanings suggest the magical machinations of King Arthur's jealous sister, Morgan Le Fay.
So basically, it means something to do with the water. It says circling sea or great brightness, bright or white sea dweller. Okay. Anyway, so there's a lot of man, I should have drank more water. Anyway, yeah, I have something really I could show you, but I don't know. I don't want to give it away right now. But anyway, like I said, I could go on for hours about why this guy. Anyway, by the way, I'm probably going to delete this video. And what I'll do is, in another future live stream, I'm not going to delete it now, but in a future live stream, I'll redo this whole thing that I did with you guys. And hopefully next time I'll do a little bit better, because I'll kind of remember what I was supposed to say. Because like I said, what you're seeing, I took those images from like 2 years ago or whatever, a year and a half ago. I don't know what it was, but all my channels got taken down, all those videos. I lost over 400 videos about this Elvis Trump shenanigans. Anyway, what else can I talk about? Look, folks, I just want you to use your head and think about what I'm talking about. How is this possible that you have all these coincidences? You know what I mean? With the Tom Hanks and the Elvis connection, Elvis being the first famous person to have anything to do with the Space Needle. He made a movie called It Happened at the World's Fair as soon as it opened, the Space Needle in Seattle. And my brain's not working. Oh, and Elvis was also the first famous person to get an injection on live television. He did it on Bill Gates' first birthday. Can you imagine? Bill Gates was born in Seattle. Okay? You can't, it's just too much, the coincidences. And Elvis was known as the king. Seattle's in King County. Washington's the 42nd state. Elvis died at the age of 42. June is the 42nd month. I know what you probably don't know if you don't know my month chart, and you know what I'm talking about. June is the 42nd month. June is the 222nd month. June is the 666th month. and Elvis is going to shoot out of the pit of hell. I told you, in Seattle in June. Okay. And what else? I think that's it. I don't know. There's, like I said, there's so much in my head I can't even remember. But the number one thing is that, like I told you, that horse racing is known as the sport of kings. And I told you, Seattle's in King County. Elvis was known as the king. And the Triple Crown that was won the year Elvis died, the Triple Crown winner was Seattle Slew. Okay? Do you understand, man? All right? It's impossible, these coincidences. Man, I'm about ready to lose it, man. All right? The year Elvis dies, Seattle Slew wins the most coveted race of horse racing called the Triple Crown. All right? I mean, it's impossible, man. And right now, we're in the 44th to the 45th year. On June 11th, because Seattle Slew won on June 11th, 6/11, the Triple Crown, the Seattle Slew, the same year Elvis died. 6/11 is when Elvis is coming back, and he wins it on 6/11. And on 6/11 next year is going to be the 45th year. But we're in the 44th year right now, and it's going to, on June 11th, it becomes, if you add that day, it's 45. It's still 44 years, up to that day. But why is it important, the 44, 45? Because Trump is the 44th person to become president, and he's the 45th actual president. Okay, and Obama was the 44th, and Trump was the 45th. So you have 44 and 45, and it's been 44 and 45 years since Seattle Slew won the Triple Crown, and Elvis died on August 16th. So on June 11th, because he died on August 16th, 1977. So from August 16th, 1977 to June 11th, 2022, it's still 44 years. It's 45 all the way up to August 16th. So Elvis's death doesn't hit the 45-year mark since his death. It doesn't hit the 45-year mark until August 16th. So it's between 44 and 45 that the whole next year up to August 16th. All right. Hold on. I need to look at if you guys understand what I was saying here before I end this video. Hold on. Yes, and I mentioned that before, that 77 is the word Christ. Yeah. But listen, there's even more incredible numbers to the 77. I don't want to give it away right now because I have a video coming up and I'll explain it. All right, folks. Like I said, I have so many videos still left to do. All right. And that's why I don't want to these are old things that I'm rehashing. Trump turned 76 on June 14th. So on June 11th, he'll still be 75 years old when the Seattle event happens. But yeah, it's going to be a birthday present for him. Yeah, he turns the spirit of 76 next year. And I told you the word Elvis equals 67. And the spirit of 76 is basically God. All right. And that's why 67, is the opposite of 76. And the word 67, if you wrote the word 67, it equals 162. And the 162nd day of the year is June 11th. And same thing with 76. If you wrote the word 76 into the calculator, it would equal 162. Because 76 and 67 is the same letters. If you wrote, you know what I mean? 76 and 67 is the exact same letters. Anyway, I think that's it. Yeah, look, here's the thing. Someone's asking me about coincidence. Yes, we all have coincidences that we can look at. But here is what's not a coincidence. All right, look, if you're the one that's bringing out information and you didn't know anything about these connections, and those connections that you were talking about ends up connecting in this way, that's not a coincidence. See, what I'm trying to say is, if like right now you're coming to the channel and I'm talking about Elvis, Trump, Seattle, Obama, whatever, and you have a connection to that, you know, let's say you have a few connections or many connections to it, that doesn't mean as much as when if you were the one actually doing the videos and you didn't know any of this information when you were making the predictions, and then all of the pieces of the puzzle come into perfect, you know, what's, you know, fitting like a glove. That's when you know it's not a coincidence. All right, that's what I'm talking about. And I told you, uh, look, when this happens, when these events occur, I told you, to the people who are on the fence about, uh, you know, that, you know, whether you believe in God or not, you are going to believe after this happens. That's all I'm telling you. You're all going to be, everyone's going to get on their knees and say, oh my God, you know, Jesus is God. He's, you know, our Savior and Lord. That's what's going to happen. All right. Because I'm telling you that as soon as I was saved, all these revelations came. But of course, I had other connections before the revelations came and before I was saved, but I didn't know what I was doing with those connections. Like when I created the King Man Sun Code. All right. I didn't know it had something to do with Jesus. I didn't know Jesus was the King of Kings, the Son of Man. I didn't know that in the Bible because I never read the Bible, you know. And the only two Bible verses, this is the only Bible verse I ever knew. Check this out. The very first one was John 8:44. And that's because it had something to do with those people who crucified Jesus. That's the only Bible verse I ever knew. I didn't know any other Bible verse. And then the other Bible verse I ended up knowing was because of the 6:14, Genesis 6:14, which had to do with Noah building an ark. And 6:14 is Trump's birthday. And 8:4 is Obama's birthday, which is John 8:44 was the other Bible verse. The other Bible verse was John 8:44, and 8:4 is Obama's birthday. Plus, you add another 4 that makes 8:8. 8, 4, and 4 is 8. And I told you 8:8 is when Trump. Look, the Trump resurrection is probably going to happen between 8:7 and 8:8. I'm not sure about the resurrection, but I know he doesn't die. He survives his head wound. On August 4th, he gets his head wound, most likely in Ohio. Oh, you're asking me why is there so many connections? Because listen, they have to build a web. It's the numbers have to match. Like right now, look, there's probably 100,000 people probably know. What am I saying? Probably millions of people know that Seattle, something fishy going on with Seattle. All right. So when something happens over there, people are going to be questioning it. But you know what? They don't care. Because it has to connect to that day. They can't change the day, all right? It has to happen on that day, all right? Everything they do has to connect to a certain date or time or whatever. It has to be perfect, all right? Even if millions of people know it. Yeah, they're not going to change the date. All right, you'll see. You know, because it's so obvious, right? Like, okay, let's say Trump goes to Ohio on August 4th, and 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 we're sitting here, we know that something's coming up, and it happens. They don't care who's going to listen to us. They don't, only the few people here that know, and then little by little it'll spread. But but they have 95% of the world in their, brainwashed. They're not going to care whether some dude predicted it. Who cares, it's only the people who are truly seeking the truth, and seeking God with all their heart and soul. They're the ones who are going to find me. When I say find me, I mean find the predictions, I'm saying. But everybody's going to believe, all right? Because I'm telling you, this says nothing to me. I'm telling you that the Holy Spirit led me to this he led me to all of it. But I didn't know it then until I got saved. Okay, but all those things that happened to me before were leading me to this moment. All right, from me being obsessed with Elvis as a child to now being obsessed with Trump, and the Elvis, the devil twins, like I said, Elvis was the first famous person to take an injection, and he on live television, and he took it on Bill Gates' first birthday. I told you, okay. Who lives in Seattle, was born in Seattle, and now you got Trump, who comes out with the miracle, who's the father of the injection. He created this injection, all right? These are impossible coincidences, all right? All right, folks. Yeah, I don't know anything about this metaverse thing, but I mean, I'm sure it's got some connections to something. I know there was something about the word meta. Now I forgot because I mentioned it before, but I wasn't paying attention. I wasn't trying to remember what I was saying. Wait a minute. What Mark of the Beast movie with Mr. T? Because Mr. T, he went to the same gym as me when I was a kid, and he asked me to. I have two stories about that Mr. T. But first, tell me what happened with Mr. T. I don't get it. Because I know you're saying Mr. Trump. I mean, Mr. T is the guy who played in the Rocky movie, but what about him? I didn't see that. No, David Bowie is just a piece of the puzzle. He's not. He's just because he's born on Elvis's birthday. That's all. Yeah, I don't know the movie where there's a guillotine in the virtual reality world that takes the 666 more. I don't know. I don't know what that is. That movie. Have I ever exposed a Rothschild? No. But they got a crazy name, the Child of Roth, Yeah, and the word team equals the same as meta, M-E-T-A, right? And team equals meta, and the A, I told you, is the Space Needle. And that's what, if you know my ATA code, the ATTA ATA code, the missing A, because look, Manhattan had the ATA, right? MANHATTA, it's got the ATA. The first hijacker who hit the building his name was ATA, and Attacks has the ATA in it, the ATTA, and American Airlines is the AA, and he hit the Twin Towers, which is the TT, the ATA code, all right? And Seattle has the ATT. That's how I got to Seattle, was because of the ATA, which is what I was doing, years ago when I was doing my 9/11 videos, I was talking about Ata. That was one of my first, you know, one of my first videos on YouTube was about the Ata. Anyway, so Seattle has the ATT, and who knew that all of this, I told you all of it manifesting into a perfect, pieces of the puzzle, like ATT, AT&T is, they created the 9/11, and TNT is like dynamite. They created the 9/11 number in 1968, the same year the Twin Towers were erected. And anyway, so Seattle has the ATT, and what's missing out of because I told you it's the ATA, the ATTA code, right? What's missing in the Seattle one is the A. It's got the ATT, but it doesn't have the other A. The other A is the Space Needle itself, because it looks just like a letter A with a crown on it. Do you get what I'm saying? And the word reset equals Elvis. Somebody was mentioning that. Yeah, the reset equals Elvis, just like Elvis equals water. I'm just trying to read the chat here. Hold on. Anyway, listen, I did an hour and 20 minutes almost now. And I was, I only wanted to do like 15 minutes, Yeah. What channel is that Stations 11 on? Like, how do we watch that? Because I know the Station 19 one, I told you, you see how I caught them with their Phoenix Elvis connection on that show, Station 19. Anyway, to the people saying nice things, God bless you, appreciate it. Yeah, I don't have HBO, so I can't even watch it. Yeah, anyway, for the people just getting in, watch it from the beginning and understand that the live stream chat will not show up for like 10 hours at least till after the video's after I'm done with the live stream. It won't even show up for 10 hours later. No, I told you guys, the glasses I lost when I was out in the street, they're just 99-cent glasses. I have like 6 pairs of these glasses. Let me see if I have any here. I have one more, see? I'm trying to think if I have... Hold on. See? It's 99-cent glasses. Somebody's saying some new religion springs up called the Undersea. Wow, that's crazy. I told you the beast out of the sea is Elvis. If you've seen my video, you look, to the people who have not watched all my videos, you are making a big mistake, man. For like literally, you guys should take this so seriously, because you don't understand this information that I'm telling you guys is being led by the Holy Spirit 100%. All right. I just wasn't sure about the year, but the information is absolutely 100% on target. Yeah, I've mentioned that Tom Cruise bobblehead before on the Elvis dashboard, but I don't remember if I ever showed it, but we talked about it before, yeah. I'm not sure if it was you who mentioned it, but yeah, in that movie. I forgot the name of the movie now. Oblivion, yeah. That's what's going to happen to this caller. Sent to oblivion, straight to hell. I thought I read your comment. I did read your comment. You said something about the Elvis connections you have, right? But what was the connections you had that you're trying to tell me? Anyway, I'm trying to think, is there anything else left to say? Like I said, I have lots to show on my cell phone as far as my old stuff, from the Elvis Trump videos they got. Um, wow, that's crazy. I'm reading your comment about the headless Elvis or something. That's creepy. Yeah, the Steven Seagal, that's right. You got the C in his name. Yeah, don't give your password here. Don't do that. Yeah, we'll talk about that another time. Um, hold on. Anyway, I'm trying to think. There's something missing. I know there's something really important I need to show. You know what? Um, let me see here. No, I better end it now. It'd be foolish of me to keep going because my throat hurts. Um, anyway, let me just real quick. Let me show you that the Space Needle thing that looks like an A. Hold on. This is what I mean by, see, it looks like an A with a crown. You see. And so if they, like I said, if this is the A that's missing in the Seattle. Instead of having the ATTA, it only has the ATT. This is the A. Anyway. Look, all I'm saying is go and watch all my videos, all right? You must watch it because, most of you probably forgot all the information anyway, all the important videos. But, hold on. Yeah, that Stations 11 is loaded with stuff. And, back to Tom Hanks. I told you Tom Hanks, everything is connected to Elvis with Tom Hanks. And um, he played in a movie called Larry Crown, or his name was Larry Crown, or Larry Corona, whatever the hell his name was in that stupid movie. Uh, anyway, it had the crown word and the Corona connection, and Corona means crown. Because that's what I'm trying to tell. Elvis is going to be crowned. All right, this is it. Who knows? He might come down, from in that stupid, that stupid Elon Musk and his stupid fake Corvette into space crap. Who knows? They might have Elvis come drive that Corvette back into Earth. Who knows what they're gonna do? This nonsense. Anyway. And Tesla has the same letters as Seattle. Like a few of the letters, I'm saying. It's missing a T, E. I think it's missing a T and an E. Seatl. Yeah, it's missing an E and a T, I think. I'm not going to tell my birthday yet. Soon. Soon. Maybe after June 11th. Because, listen, I don't want to give it away right now. But I'll try and figure out something to tell you, you know. But, yeah. I mean, my whole name, everything is connected to this Elvis thing. You have to see it to believe it, man. When I tell you what my name equals, you're gonna lose your mind. It's like I said, it's jaw dropping information that I'm gonna give you. Jaw dropping. If I ever reveal, because it's gonna come out. Like I told you, if this, this predictions happen, what do you think is going to come out? Everyone's going to come out and know who I am. All the people I knew from the past, they're all going to come. There's people on here right now that know my birthday and everything about me. There's people in the chat who know, but they're being polite and not saying. What? How do you find out what your name equals? Well, just leave a comment in the chat. Not here. I mean, after it's over, and I'll tell you what your name equals once you give me your full name, or you can give me your phone number and I can call you. It's up to you. You know how you want to do it, but or you can go to a gematria calculator and do it yourself. But I'm just saying, I can give you more details of what it means, instead of just you looking at what it equals, Anyway, what was I gonna say? No, nope, I don't charge nothing. Everything is free. I don't, no. I'm a cheap date, Everything. Uh, I don't ask for nothing. No. I don't want to give my emails and stuff like that. I don't want to deal with. Listen, the last thing I want to do is text, okay? Because I told you my thumb and my fingers, everything is destroyed. That's the last thing I want to do is be texting people. It's just easier for me to just talk on the phone and say what I have to say, and then, and if you're a nice person, then we talk for a long time. But if you're a nut job, then I'm going to hang up on you. After I try to calm you, what I do is, look, whenever I get like a nut job on the phone, I try to be nice and polite, but if they're uncontrollable nut jobs, then what I'll do is, I gotta go, thanks for talking to me, it's great talking to you, and then I never talk to them again. But if you're a nice person, I'll call you again. You know what I mean? No, I told you I don't take any donations. I appreciate it. God bless you. No. I'm going, that TV What you're seeing, that TV is manifesting. It's even my TV is manifesting. Don't you understand? It's got a bullet hole and it's got the needle in my TV. You know, for the people who don't know what I'm talking about, just in case. You see this TV? Look, it's got a black dot. That's like a bullet hole. And look, it's got a needle. You can't see it because this stupid dum-dum's jacket is in the way. Hold on. Let me see if I can show it right there. See the... Hold on. See this right here? It's coming out of my TV set. This black needle. Look at that. Can you believe this, man? Oh, man. Unbelievable. Now, listen, I've done this with, maybe 40 people I've talked to on the phone. And not one person has ever had a problem with somebody else getting their number. Okay, because see what I do is, let me tell you what I do, all right? If you leave a comment, this is what you do. You leave a comment, you say hello, and I say, like right now, you say you want to leave your number, say, hey, I want to contact you in the comment, right? You put, and I'll tell you, okay, I'm watching the chat right now. You have 15 minutes. So if you see that my comment was more than 15 minutes ago, don't leave your number. But if it's any time between that and 15 minutes, I'm watching it and I'll take that number down and then I'll erase your comment. Nobody will see it because I'm watching the chat. I'm watching the comment section for like 15 minutes. That's what I do. And no one's ever had any problems, ever. Yeah, wouldn't that be crazy if that dot turned into Elvis? That would be creepy, man. Then I would break the television if it turned into Elvis. Look, have you ever heard the saying, because somebody's asking me a question about the numbers. Have you ever heard the saying, I can't remember. What was the saying? About something building Rome? My brain didn't, what's wrong with me? Rome wasn't built in a day. Yeah, Rome wasn't built in a day or something like that. It's trying to explain to you that whatever they do, they plan out hundreds of years in advance. Okay, because see, the ones who were doing this, all right, the ones who were at the very top, they obviously are working for Satan. Do you understand? So whatever they're doing is they're building their, they believe that they're going to be resurrected by Satan. That's how crazy they are, these people, Like as if Satan's going to win this battle and they're going to be resurrected by Satan. That's what they believe. All right. That's why they build all these things and they do all these shenanigans for their leader, which is Satan. Yeah, that would be funny if Trump shows up to Elvis's movie premiere. Now that would be funny, yeah. Yeah, we obviously we live in the beast system. You know what I mean? God created the earth and the heavens and the earth, all right, and us, all right. Don't let no one tell you different. But He has given Satan, dominion over everything because because this is how he's going to separate the wheat from the tares. I told you, God is uh, going to replace all those angels that left and were thrown out. I mean, out of heaven. We are going to replace, and that's what this is all about. This is the battle right now, because Satan knows this, and Satan uh, is out to destroy, you know, what God's plans are is to take us into heaven. That's right. Jesus is God. Absolutely. Anyone tells you differently, run. Get away from that person. If anyone says that Jesus Christ is not God, you run away from that person. I'm saying if it's somebody who's trying to uh, tell you differently. Look, I told you guys, we are in the end times. There is no doubt. Okay, but I don't know exactly how many years we have left. But I gave you a possibility that in 2026 might be the year that we see Jesus's return. But I'm not sure, but I say it's a possibility. Like I said, I don't know whether you believe in pre-trib or post-trib. It doesn't matter. Just be prepared. Don't wait. Get saved now. You know, and always be prepared. But don't sit there and like make predictions. Oh, he's coming tomorrow. He's coming tomorrow. He's coming tomorrow. No, don't do that. It's one thing to say, okay, he might come in this year or he might come within this decade or something. But for you to say the date is ridiculous. Because nobody knows the time or the hour of the day. Nobody. And if anyone does figure it out, it's just by guessing. Because if you have 8 billion people, on the planet, and you have, a million people guessing, they might guess right. You know what I mean? See, that's why what you're seeing right now with me is no guess. This is no guess what I'm doing. This is absolute proof what I'm showing you without a shadow of a doubt. All right. Well, whatever. It doesn't matter how many billions of people. I'm just saying, I don't know what the population is. Look, 2022 is the year. Listen, if you watch my videos from the very beginning, I was telling everybody that 2022 is the most likely year, but I wasn't sure. So I had to tell everybody that it could happen this year, it could happen that year. Because if I wasn't serious, nobody's going to sit there and wait 5 years for me to make a prediction. You know what I mean? So that's why it didn't happen. Every time there was some kind of predictive programming on every one of those, on every year during those periods of time where I'll give you an example, like because I said June 11th, right, is the Seattle Elvis, and then August 4th is the Trump head wound, right, in Ohio. So on June 11th, Trump threatened Seattle. There was a headline: Trump threatens Seattle, and it was June 11th. I recorded it and I played it on June 11th when I was making the predictions, and then the next year you had like these ships were bombed, and around June 11th, and then June 11th there was a missile sighting on June 11th in Washington State. There was man, I can't remember now what was the other one? Um, well, we have all the August 4th connections, which is the Trump. You had the Venezuelan president attempted assassination on August 4th during Trump's presidency. You had the two uh, mass shootings on August 3rd and August 4th, which were connected to uh, the Trump, because the other one was in Ohio, one of them too. And what else? And then the next year you had the Beirut bombing, and I was born in Beirut, Lebanon, and the Beirut bombing happened on August 4th. The Beirut explosion, the biggest explosion we've ever seen, and happened on 2020 August 4th. And then and 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 then this past year, August 4th. I mean, you can't even make this up, because I told you Trump's going to get his head wound, right? There's a guy. See, the sad part is most of you probably don't even remember. That's what's so sad. Watch this. Let me write it in that way, because I don't want to give it away. Shut up, you heathen. Anyway, hold on. I'm going to end the video right now. Hold on. Look at this. Hold on. I just want you to see this. Look. Yeah, you gave it away. I told you don't give it away yet. Hold on. I'm trying to get the headline to read what it said. Hold on. Why can't they? Look. So this past August 4th, all right, and I'm telling you that Trump's going to get his head wound. This guy right here, you can't barely see his face. This dude, he died either August 4th at night before midnight, or he died on August 5th after midnight. They're not sure when he died. They said that he either died August 4th or August 5th. And look what his name is. President Trumpka. Can you imagine? And I told you, they don't know whether he died on August 4th or August 5th. And his name is President, you see? Longtime head. Trump head wound. Can you imagine? What is the chance a guy named President Trumpka dies either on August 4th or August 5th? They don't even know. All I know is they were talking about it on CNN that very morning that he died, as if this guy's some big deal. I don't even know who the hell the guy was. Okay, folks, I got in and my throat's killing me. All right. God bless all of you. Take care. I just want you to understand that I told you everything that you're seeing is from the Holy Spirit. There's no, I told you, I don't care whether you believe it. It's not for me, I'm not getting anything out of it. You understand? All I want is for people to get saved and for people to believe in Jesus with all their heart and soul, because I'm telling you that I was wishy-washy all my life. I was like, I believed in Jesus, but I was always thinking, how is this possible? How could there be a God, and all this crazy stuff? But like I said, I believed, but I was lukewarm, Anyway, like I said, from the moment I was born to this moment, I've been, God, who is Jesus, has been leaving signs for me all my life, but I never saw it until I was saved. All right. I had revelations, but I didn't know what they meant until now, until when I get saved. Anyway, God bless all of you, and I'll leave the video up for a couple of days. All right. Anyway, thank you for being here. And Jesus is God. End of video.